In Minnesota, a raccoon climbed up the exterior wall of a 24-story building with nothing but its own claws and, remarkably, made it to the top before casually strolling away. Over in New Jersey, another raccoon pulled off quite the stunt by scaling 9 stories of a building in front of a crowd of onlookers. The real shocker came when it suddenly fell from that height but landed without a scratch, immediately getting up and darting away as if nothing had happened. But perhaps the most impressive raccoon of all is the one that can actually dance like a human. It's no wonder these clever creatures often star in sci-fi movies. They're not just agile, but full of surprises. Today, let's take a closer look at these fascinating little critters. According to Native American legend, the raccoon was once cursed by a crow. The story goes that raccoons were originally covered in a sleek silver-gray coat, but one day a raccoon became captivated by 5 rings that the crow had hidden away. Determined to get them, the raccoon put on a mask, grabbed a torch, and snuck into the crow's home, slipping the rings onto its tail before vanishing into the night. The next day, the crow discovered the theft and cursed the raccoon. The curse ensured that the raccoon would forever wear a mask, have hands blackened by the torch, and a tail marked by the stolen rings. While it's just a fable, it offers a vivid explanation for the raccoon's black mask, ringed tail, and nimble paws, which have left a lasting impression on us. Check out this raccoon. It's quietly giving a dog a back massage with its little paws. Another one is enthusiastically rubbing the dog's back. This behavior isn't just about being friendly. It's tied to how raccoons perceive the world. For raccoons, touch is the most important sense. Their paws are their main tools for exploring, protected by a thin layer of keratin and covered in fine hairs that can detect even the smallest textures. Research shows that in a raccoon's brain, an impressive 2/3 of the cerebral cortex is dedicated to processing touch. You might also recall that viral video where someone handed a raccoon a piece of cotton candy. As soon as the raccoon tried to wash it in water, the candy dissolved instantly. The same thing happened with another piece, leaving the raccoon utterly confused. But you can't really blame the raccoon. It's in their nature to wash their food before eating. Some say this washing behavior helps raccoons inspect their food as their paws become even more sensitive when wet. Others think it's because raccoons don't produce enough saliva to moisten their food. There's also a theory that it's simply a quirk ingrained in their DNA. They just enjoy washing things. Whatever the reason, this remains one of the biggest mysteries about raccoons. Scientists still haven't figured out why they wash their food before eating. However, this habit might explain why raccoons have those black masks on their faces. Since they're nocturnal, the dark facial markings could help them quickly recognize whether another raccoon is a friend or foe. And just like human sunglasses, the black mask reduces glare, helping raccoons see more clearly when they encounter bright lights or reflections on water at night. In 2017, researchers at the University of Wyoming conducted a clever experiment. They filled a 50-centimeter tube with water and placed a snack inside. As soon as the experiment began, the raccoons didn't waste any time. They grabbed nearby stones and dropped them into the tube, easily raising the water level to snatch the snack. If you watch closely, when one raccoon even tried to grab the treat as it floated up with the splash, showing just how clever these animals are. A Brazilian neuroscientist's research shows that raccoons are truly remarkable creatures. Despite having small brains about the size of a house cat's, they possess a number of neurons comparable to primates. Even more impressively, raccoons have learned to use tools to get human attention. On top of that, they're equipped with some amazing abilities. Raccoons have a dual cooling system. They can sweat and pant like dogs to regulate their body temperature. Their hearing is incredibly sharp. They can even hear earthworms wriggling in the soil beneath them. Raccoons are also one of the most omnivorous animals in the world, with a diet that's about 40% invertebrates, 33% plants, and 27% vertebrates. Raccoons share so many traits with humans that it's no wonder we seem to get along so well. Toronto, Canada is often called the raccoon capital of the world, with around 100,000 raccoons living among the city's nearly 3 million residents. Human food waste has become a free buffet for these raccoons, and it's common to see them rummaging through garbage piles, or even throwing little raccoon parties in groups. In response, the mayor of Toronto introduced raccoon-proof trash bins, but instead of being deterred, the raccoons simply shifted their attention to people's homes. They've learned to sneak inside through chimneys, pipes, and tree branches, and once inside, they can be even more destructive than a mischievous husky. Wild raccoons often carry parasites, infectious diseases, and sometimes even rabies, posing serious health risks to humans and pets. Yet despite these risks, many people find these Smart, adorable animals irresistible, and even keep them as pets. For example, there's an elderly gentleman in Canada who keeps 20 raccoons at home. Each one is round as a little gas tank. It seems to bring him a special kind of joy. And that wraps up today's story. Thanks for watching.